Okay, we back. I haven't been able to record since, I think, 1 week. 1 week. Another busy week. I was going to go into it a little bit with a Rogue Company video that I just got done shooting, but I decided I didn't want to edit tonight. Another really busy week, but I'll get more into that as we go. I figured I would start here. I would start right now. So we could read this together. Our latest quality of life update includes a variety of gameplay and user experience improvements. And I think we talked about this a little bit as we were recording for those of you that are watching this Let's Plays. And I think that's me and Tucker. So, hi Tucker. As well as our traditional dollop of Halloween themed items and outfits. You can read through the full patch notes, yada yada yada. What's going on here? Oh, here we go. 3 new Halloween masks. We'll get one of those. And I've been submitting. They've got a short story competition going on. I've actually been submitting some flash fiction. I used to write flash fiction all the time. I actually won some contests in that little writing group called Trifecta that it was pretty large. And I actually did win some contests. So there's that. We made a major improvement to the catapulting vehicle problem. Okay, so now it did say we fixed it. No more. No more COVID-19. No more. Dead plague hearts now show up on the map. And, okay, that's good. We talked about that some in one of the Let's Plays. Twice as much as stuff in trunks. Yes, and we said, or I said rather, it should be 3. But still a really nice quality of life change. Zombies can no longer see through dynamic obstacles. Exciting. We'll see how well that works. Play the game. Great. We're in. Swine and bovine mass unlocked. Great. Cannibal mechanic. And the skeleton hoodie are still part of the fearsome footage. Return on October 1st. The footage got 9% more fearsome. The Choppa. I have yet to read the review for that. Or watch the review from Get Good Fox. Is it a heavy weapon? Ease of use. That's what you're looking for in heavy weapons. Now we got to deal with a little bit of a loading screen, but it'll be alright. So the Afflicted Warlord. I was having a lot of fun on this one the last time we played. The only thing that wasn't going well is that I started getting really tired. Missing some shots, making some stupid calls. Hopefully improve on that today. Yes, here's our Shakespearean actor, the pirate. I'm always impressed by how much better this looks on the Xbox Series X than the Xbox One. But at the same time, it also reveals things like this, where it's clearly like a 16-bit texture. Now granted, at least there's some 3D modeling in there, like the glass. And, come on, we gotta be real here. I mean, it is, well, when this one came out, it was a smaller team still. I think they're still pretty small. Okay, Mia's official goal. Well, we can't play as Mia. That's the thing. And we've already, oh my god, now I gotta relearn it. I didn't play for 1 week. All I did was log in and do dailies on Apex, which I'm about to be done with. I actually started working on the capstone for that this week. Bridget. And I'm probably the happiest with this capstone out of any capstone. Do I have my... Oh, I don't have my mic in there. Whoops. That's alright. Okay, because I've been playing a lot of Apex, I've gotta... Well, I haven't been playing a lot. It's just the one game I've been playing. I've gotta remember the controls. And we should get to the bounties. That would be good. And so Bridget's gonna be our leader. Now I've got to like figure out where I was at. It says promote a leader, but we were gonna loot a bunch and take our time. That's right. This is like the slowest playthrough ever.
Saw one of the weird ones.
Especially with 3 screamers here. And it's all coming back to me now. We didn't even want to kill these guys because that means standing. We're using all the tricks in the book. Tell you what, it's getting hot down in this basement, and I've never, for some reason or another, me and these headphones have never really gotten along all the way. I want them to. But my favorite way to play a game is have speakers, surround sound speakers, which is how I play most of the time. Love it that way. Just can't stream it that way or record it that way. Maybe there's a way. You guys would probably hear the game a lot. I think I can record now without too many issues. It's just the problem of you guys hearing the sound. So prepare for really bright days. Now what the hell? And moderately visible nights. I need to come up with a plan here, because we don't want standing. The goal is still, look, let's not get standing. I could grab this mission just for another recruit, because there is a guy that's broken in there, but we don't need utilities. I know that one of our big problems is labor, because we're down 2 labor because of lazy and couch potato. So yeah, getting another recruit would be good. Just looting, and this is not going to be exciting. I should honestly probably play, oh my god, I hate doing it this way, but at the same time I think it's healthier. But I should probably just play without recording after this episode and just get a lot of the busy work that's going to be involved in this out of the way, so this isn't like 500 episodes long, because that's what's probably going to happen if I don't and it's just going to end up becoming tedious for both of us as you watch me slowly loot the map and I have to somehow talk through that process. In the future, at some point, when I can get back to full-time, which, I'm going to be real with you in this moment, might not be for a while. For those of you that are hearing me out on these, I'm not quitting. I'm not. This is still my goal. This is still my dream, okay? Is TNT Productions, to write, to stream, to make videos. That's ultimately my dream. And I can tell you, for those of you that, again, watch these videos, I can be completely transparent. What I'm trying to do is make money. I'm not trying to do, you know, go fund me this or Megathon that. It's not that I don't want to make money. Of course you have to want to make money with whatever you're going to do for a living. That is 100% a goal. It's that I need income and revenue outside of this, because I make very little money. I did make some money streaming, and I am very grateful for that. And I yeah, intend completely to come back, and I do miss it. But what I'm working on is, the reason I decided to take this job on is because I'm being offered a 5% of profit, 5% of profit per yet to be disclosed project I can't tell you about, but that we're knee deep in as we speak, and it's all very real. I mean, this is as real as it gets. I'm looking for the last thing, and one of these yet undisclosed projects, maybe it's already been disclosed, but I guess I've never said it aloud, is not going to add up towards what I want. But I know that the goal that he has in mind, my brother-in-law, who's my boss, is to build a few of these things, like multiple, like half a dozen probably, if he can, God willing. Now if I keep doing the construction work and getting better and becoming more knowledgeable and sticking with it, it's 6 days a week manual labor. I mean, it's no joke. It's no joke. And it's not like I'm a specialist or HVAC certified or a plumber or anything. You know, I would be considered a roustabout. I know a little bit on everything, but not enough of anything in particular. And my aunt the prepper, that's a good mission. So, I think that I'm slowly approaching carpentry level, probably after I do 1 or 2 of these builds, especially with what I've been doing around the house these last few years. You know, I would be approaching that carpentry level. And I like being out. This is like, you know, personal therapy moment. But I like being out in the woods. I actually really like being outdoors. And I don't mind manual labor that much. I actually like being busy like that. Not crazy, because this is still what I want to do. But I do feel a lot better about myself when I do, like, manual labor for some reason. Even though I can get really sore and sometimes it sucks. It's still something that I really don't mind doing, because it's stay busy and you feel useful. So psychologically, outside of the fact that I don't intend to do it for a living, because I want to do this, not just record videos, but write and stream and, you know, like make content. You know, it's not a bad way to make some money and not have to get on the stream, be like, guys, times are tough, and ask you to open that wallet. I just want it to be like no pressure. I would feel better about that. Not, you know, I'm not, oh, you know, don't ever support. Support is always appreciated, of course. I mean, it's part of the thing. I'm not trying to be magnanimous about it. I'm just trying to be, have some integrity about it, if that makes sense. And be forthright in what the plan is. I'm doing this so it's progress, right? Well, think about this. It's 1 a.m. on a Thursday night. Like, that's when I could get to the mic. The basement flooded again this week. It's another 6-day week. We're going to have probably 12-hour plus days on the weekend this week. And it's been busy. It's been busy. And yeah, I've been doing dailies. But like I said, I'm going to quit Apex and insert these projects in here instead of Apex. Much more important, and I'm going to try to wrap up on Apex. I'm still trying to, like, get past these freaking guys, and I haven't been able to because they're not looking the right way, and it's questionable whether I should really do that or not. So I'm looting like I said I would, and disclosing where we're going to do, which I'm probably going to just loot off of this and then get you guys back in when there's been a little bit of progress made and we're kind of moving forward again. Oh, good, a jug. I'm trying to think. Where was I? Yes, so morning streams for the time being looks the most likely. I have no idea what's going to happen when we move to the next project. There's going to be downtime. That's another thing. Like, if this works out, if we work hard and everyone's being forthright and the business comes through and I meet my end of the bargain and he meets his end of the bargain, there's also going to be downtime. And it's a win-win because I'm not getting paid until this is done. And in fact, it's something that's been a little bitter for me, and I've talked about it, I think. I've worked all summer for 2 people and actually have yet to receive a paycheck. And things are getting tight. Like I said, that's why I'm also kind of not streaming, is I don't want to talk about that stuff with you guys. I know that everyone's got their own problems. So, but he doesn't have to pay for labor, which there's a huge labor shortage as I'm recording this, and the price of labor is skyrocketed. And some of that's good. I'm not against that at all, you know. I think a lot of that is long overdue, but of course there's been inflation with it. Let's not even get into that. He doesn't have to pay for labor. I get a revenue stream outside of the stream that is passive. Because if I make it through this 6 days a week, long days, for basically a year, it's supposed to be 5% in perpetuity on each one that I'm involved in. That works for him. Doesn't have to pay for labor. It works for me because it's exactly what I wanted, which is passive income outside of the stream to make things less stressful so that I can focus in and not be, feeling like this is like I'm wasting my life. That was my huge fear. And I learned to trade in the meantime. Now, my brother-in-law thinks I want to work construction for a living. I don't. I admire that work. I value it greatly. I respect it tremendously. But it's not my dream. And I want to know more. I want to be useful. And I want to be able to do it. But at the same time, that's not like my career. If it was my career, I wouldn't be doing this right now. 1 a.m. and on a Friday night. Or a Thursday night, sorry. Rather. So, yeah, I think that kind of wraps that up. Except for the streaming part. Though, the 2 ways that it ties into the streaming and stuff is, one, I need to get into a morning flow. I've tried multiple times to get a schedule going around the work, and for the largest part of it, I was working with, I was doing 2 jobs. So now that this is a little more steady, it's been, almost a month or so, probably it's been a month of this schedule, and it seems to be kind of sticking. The only thing that sucks about it is that it doesn't give us a whole hell of a lot of time.
All clear.
Now it's more time than what I've been spending, but at the same time, it's just sort of like, well, by the time I get up and get lifted and get ready for work, gonna get all my shit together, then, okay, well, it's 11, and I gotta go to work around, you know, 3-ish or something, so, but I'm gonna try. I know that I have to try, and I made a promise, and my promise was we would be back to streaming before Halo Infinite. And I don't make promises often because I don't like to break them, so
if I take out the nearest plague heart,
that is still the promise. I am not killing a plague heart, and that's why we're gonna start playing this without recording for a little while, because what you're looking at, what you've been witnessing, is I gave you my life for the last, I streamed last in April. So here we are, October, as I gave you 15 minutes of 6 months and 15 minutes, basically. Ooh, that's good. That's a nice find right there. So would those bolts, to be honest, but those bolts are probably more valuable than this damn rifle. Where's my, okay. I'll tell you what I really want. And this would be, I think, a good thing for this episode. And then I'll go and I'll slowly loot for a while and we'll bring you back in.
This is Cleo.
Cleo.
Observed population
Trumbull and the Lone Wolf Survivor. I'm really excited to go to Trumbull. Just haven't done it yet. Thinking, oh yeah, we'll get that. I want to get that landmark outpost if we can get over there.
Sorry, folks. Just a little
It's got to be.
malfunction there. Please.
Oh shit, can we even? Oh, that's it right there. Well, there's the bounty broker. And I want to get there too. I mean, that's my favorite mid-tier base. That would be good. This would be a good episode right before we quit. And don't we have a car? We do have a car. Shit. Let's do that. Shit. Shit. We could do that, no problem, homie. Now watch everything go to hell. I made a very stupid mistake. I've been cleaning like crazy because, like I said, the basement flooded again. I have windows been open, vacuuming, steaming. It's been a whole thing. Bleaching, mopping. So I just, you know, when I go start cleaning, I just start cleaning every damn thing. I'm like, oh, I might as well go ahead and clean my equipment. Now, a lot of that was good. I got my, oh, it's been a while since I've gotten to do the old throw. I finally got my gamer chair all tightened up. So my KD's got to jump at least 2. And with the bolts and everything, got my, what the hell you call it? See, I've been learning a lot about construction and carpentry. Can't even remember the name of an Allen key. An Allen key. Tightened it all up, oiled it up, wiped all my monitors down, wiped down all my equipment. Looked with sorrow at my audio equipment, which, you know, God bless it. It's been reliable for 5 years, but I've been wanting to upgrade it for some time. Anyway, I'm like, hey, I got oil. I got 3-in-1 oil. I got gun oil. Let's stick some gun oil in the mouse wheel, because I got a G502 mouse, and it's got one of those wheels you can lock it and spin it like crazy. You can lock it and do a 1-click, and it works like a button, or you unlock it, and it goes like a wheel. And I've had this mouse for a while. It's my favorite gaming mouse. A lot of people like that mouse. And I'm like, okay, let's just, you know, oil this thing up, because I will put 3-in-1 oil in my Xbox controllers in the joysticks. It's not the best way to do it. Like, you actually do want to put some 3-in-1 oil every once in a blue moon into, and I gotta quit looting shit I can't grab. I forget what they call it, but there's the joystick. I wish I could show you. Like, if I was streaming, I could show you, because it's easy to take apart the Azeron and show you what's going on with that. They sit on these little omnidirectional housing things. It's a little metal piece, and then it goes into 2 plastic pieces. One goes left to right, one goes back out, and one goes up and down, and then it's on a wheel. And so that's how you get all, what is it, like 16 directions or something like that. So there is a little bit of oil in there to keep it lubricated so you have smooth action when you rotate that. It's actually a huge pain in the ass, at least has been for me. And I take this stuff apart and like doing it, like updated my Wii U, and I was really happy with that. And I just redid the Xbox One for my niece and stuff. Anyway, but the Xbox controller's 100 parts. Isn't it normally fucking... I guess I got used to auto mechanic at 70. I don't know. That seems pretty high. Whatever. Fuck it. I need it. I don't want it. I just need it to feel alive. I'm doing this shit, but I plan on leaving this base if I can. I can't... Oh my god, labor. Jesus. Speaking of labor shortage, this is the 2021 simulator right here. Okay, well, anyway. And lost the train of thought. Oh yeah, there's oil in there. I took apart an Xbox One controller from my nephew. I have Titanfall controller, doesn't work, has joystick drift, the persistent problem of all controllers everywhere. Apparently, especially Joy-Cons, but I get it on Xbox all the time. That thing was a pain in the ass, and I don't know how to solder. It's one of the skills I really should get that I don't get, and I haven't worked to try. So the rumble packs got off the board, and I didn't know how to resolder the bastards, and I tried every bit of 150, 200 times to put that controller back together, and man did it piss me off, because I bought Elite joysticks. For the Elite controller, you get the variable joysticks. You can make them taller, you can make them shorter. That was 30 bucks, I think, and it came in a nice little pack, but it was 30 bucks. And I bought him from China. It took like a month to get here. He loves the color yellow, and he loves the color orange. Or orange is his favorite color. So I bought him orange buttons, and he loves Titanfall. He's played through both of the stories, and he loves mech, so I thought, you know, this would be like a nice little birthday present for my nephew. Well, here comes, it's July, and I still have not been able to get this thing together. And believe me, I've tried. And the biggest thing was taking the body off of the Titanfall controller that has the joystick drift, putting this all on a working controller, so I'm out 2 controllers. Because every time I tried to piecemeal that thing back together, something wouldn't be right. Either the buttons were too squishy, or the buttons were now like completely wedged in there to where you couldn't even press them down anymore. Or I'd have a button upside down, or one of the little like sync buttons wouldn't press, or I would just forget it altogether and wouldn't manage to actually get it in there. I'm not going to give them their food. Food is too valuable to me right now. So I'd rather just buy the damn thing, and I forget while I was bitching about controllers, but I know it had something to do with something. The fact that that's one I definitely failed on. I had to just literally cross it off the list. This is Drucker, isn't it? Oh, fucking Drucker. These stupid ass mountains. Yeah, but what the hell was the thing with the controller? It's bugging me. Because there was a point to all that. That's now very lost. Oh, oil. Yeah, I put gun oil on my mouse. Yeah, that's how that ties in. It's still questionable why the controller was involved, but I know it involved putting the oil in the thingy-majig so that you can get it to, I don't know, run longer. So I'll just put oil on the joysticks. It's all coming back to me now, yeah, because it's such a pain in the ass to take apart an Xbox controller for me and actually make it work again. So just throw some fucking oil in the old plastic piece and hope for the best, right? Well, it's always worked. It's always worked. Now, is it making a difference? Hell if I know, but I feel like it is. At the same time, I've probably ruined more shit doing that than I've helped it, but to me it feels like, I guess it's a guy thing, and now that I'm 30, it's a fucking 30-year-old guy thing. Put 3-in-1 oil and shit. 3-in-1 oil and DW40. That'll fucking do you up right. No problem. It's fixed forever. I love 3-in-1 oil and stuff for no reason anymore. I just feel like I did something. I oiled it. So I put it in all my joysticks, and it's probably something from my grandpa. My brother and I talk about this all the time. My grandpa was an oil man, was a driller, and he had a bunch of tools and equipment. He would just go out and he had all this stuff stored on in this big field. He would just go out and he'd just like pour oil on it. Just pour oil on it and be like, maintain it so it wouldn't like rust up and stuff. So some of it's probably that. You gotta love those biohazard bags that somehow still haven't broke down. I'm not sure what I think about Plague Zone. I feel like it slows the game down, I'll tell you that much. But it probably slows the game down even more just knowing how the difficulty works now. Or at least better. This is more jugs than I've seen probably the last 2 playthroughs though. That scouting distance is lame. But it works. I've yet to have a controller at break. And I feel like I do get a smoother, more responsive action after I put just a dab of 3-in-1 oil on the joystick. And then just let that, you know, I'll do this number like I'm doing right now, wiggle it around a whole bunch. And yeah, I feel like a little bit of it's got to work its way in there. Probably a lot of it's getting on the board, but I don't overdo it. And this base is terrible. I think it would be a death sentence for our group if we stopped here. Almost, it's kind of weird the trader's got like a facility going on.
Let's help each other out.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, so don't we get a satellite already? Well, we get a compost bin. That's nice. This is a bit of a struggle. This is a struggle. What am I going to do? I bought a bunch of shit. I bought a bunch of shit already. So
Pretty heavy.
we bought a bunch of shit so that what we could do... God, I can't even get a damn outpost down. I should have brought it with me. Was so that there's one heart threatening this. There's one heart threatening this. So we could get up to that base, and that'll make a good episode. You got the whole, like...
I'm with the network, visiting from Trouble
Yeah,
Valley.
that's right. I'm
Anything
technically
you need?
competent. I just throw fucking 3-in-1 oil and stuff. And you got... Here's the last 6 months of my life in 15 minutes. Oh, that 3-star cardio. That is special. Like I said, pretty happy with this thumbnail. I think it depicts what we're doing pretty well. Yeah, so I put that in my mouse, and lo and behold, what should have probably happened from the beginning finally happened, and now it doesn't respond, and the oil, it's probably because I used fucking gun oil. And I'll be honest, I try to do the manly man thing, be like, yeah, I know a lot about guns. I've got minimal experience with guns. I've shot them. I've been hunting like twice ever. But I'm a fucking noob on guns. I don't know much about them. I'd kill myself probably. It's another thing during the pandemic, I've tried to learn more about. Not because I'm like, we're fucking hunting man. Just because if shit hits the fan with prices any worse, in fact, this has literally become my plan. I'm gonna have to fucking hunt so we can get some food in the freezer. So, can't afford a new mouse though. If I'm playing a game and I miss a few clicks, yeah, damn well. Now, isn't that supposed to tell us what that threatens? Oh, okay. I see the radius. Okay. See, maybe I'm iffy on it because I just don't understand it yet. So the radius is what it impacts. Okay. There's more I want to trade, and I know we do have some trade goods. So goal is a new base and a new outpost. I'm working on a guide that will talk about the difficulty slider. I've actually been going while I'm doing dailies and going back through and listening to the State of Decay streams and trying to get caught up. There's a bunch of content I intend to do for State of Decay 3. Lore is a big one. But it's proven tricky to like get it all together and figure out what I want to say. But I just want to sum the story up, kind of like what's going on right here with this whole Operation Drawbridge thing. Can't buy a new mouse. Messed it up with gun oil. Let's finish that story. And so if I'm playing a game, you see like 15 extra clicks, or I'm missing an obvious interaction, you know why. Oh my god, I keep going the wrong way. With no gas on me. Oh, good. Let's not see a death. The idea was, hey, let's make a little progress, not... Let's go out here and die. They copy and paste this building, I think, in every map. I think they literally programmed the whole... I think it's both the sheriff and the trader ends in that place. Maybe even the warlord, too. Everything outside the builder ends in that building. So they just copy and paste it. I'm pretty sure it's in Providence. In fact, I know it's in Providence. We ran into it. And I really wonder if it's not in Trumbull. Because I'll bet you it is. I think they hard-coded that whole mission, a whole set of interactions around that one building. And we're gonna run out of gas, and we're gonna be in some serious shit, because I did not properly plan. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. The 6P formula of success. That's right. I still listen to Brian Tracy every day as my bank account has dwindled and my dreams have seen less work than ever. No quitters, baby. No quitters. Okay. So I think the best place to probably park the car is going to be around the bounty broker, just so we know. I feel like the bounty broker should fight. I know it's cheesy as hell, but it's such a limited safe area.
Would you mind taking on something for us?
I love that Shaun of the Dead cricket bat, though. The one thing that's rough about these bounties has always been, for those of us that... Wait, this should be like a fearsome, fucking scary, spooky... Yeah, we gotta unlock some clothes. This shit's not there, and I think it should be. I love State of Decay OST. I talk about it every time, and it's well worth it because, man, I like it. It's got some of that, like, John Carpenter vampires thing to it. It's got all the Romero stuff to it. I just think it's a great OST. That's the biggest thing probably the streaming did for me over 5 years, besides meeting so many wonderful people and having a lot of really fulfilling and humbling experiences. But it made me love video game music. I just chill out to video game OSTs. There used to be a few songs I liked, but I never fully appreciated them. And these days, if I'm chilling and I'm working and I'm scripting or I'm doing something, I've got some video game stuff on. I got some OSTs on. I did not plan for this well. Learn something interesting. This stuff is not completely worthless. It doesn't really, you know, it's some exposition, but it doesn't seem to go anywhere. I've read most of the notes. But it actually, some of them have decent influence. Is there just like one place I could outpost right quick? Because within this episode, because I'm about to not film for probably, I don't know, however long it takes, 2 to 3 hours probably at least, of me just grabbing shit. Now we all know that's a feral. For those that play stealthy, they said in the update, like, are there people who don't mob stopper? That's a cool thing. A man with an outward courage dares to die. A man with inner courage dares to live. Let this compact rifle equipped with extended magazines for better bolster that inner courage. I like the name. Yeah, oh, look, he doesn't have a torso. If you really look closely, you'll see right through the space-time continuum. Which reminds me, O Studio Netflix. Man, if you're in the Halloween mood, if you're someone who likes creepy stuff during Halloween, I know I do. At Oat Studio. Raqqa, Firebase, Zygote. Heavy weapon. We didn't actually have one of those yet. Watch it. Okay, I'm thinking...
Leaving us in the breeze was real cold, man. We're not making any friends by leaving
I'm
our neighbors
thinking I have to
outside.
do this the old-fashioned way. I've been playing shooters where my aim matters, and now I'm down to, oh yeah, this is like a combination of I don't have aim assist on, but skill and the weapon you're using and like a bunch of other stats. I don't even have a fucking snack, and he's tired. And there's no gas. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Holy shit. The heart has to go. But I'll be damned if I have anything to do it with. There's a heart there too. Oh shit. Look. This isn't even the heart that's impacting this. Well, damn it. That means I have to get rid of 2 hearts, and that's just... The problem with that is the standing game. Is there not like an area? Okay, down here. Holy shit, that's a lot of sneaking. Okay, well, what the fuck is impacting this? If I can take the base, I can build off of that and hope to God that 2 hearts is not enough standing. What really needs to be 3 hearts. But damn, that's gonna really up the game's difficulty, I'm telling you. Well, you definitely feel more sneaky. Shit. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's kind of a good thing, but at the same time, it made it a little more difficult. Not when they would see through shit, because that was just annoying. But that plague zombies were slightly more aware. They were a little more alert. You get caught by them a lot more often, for sure. So it's probably down there. That's right there. That's going to be the one. So we take this heart, which is not going to be easy. And this needs how much influence? 500. We have enough. We take this heart. We have enough to defend the base. And then we transfer this heart into a 3-peat using explosives. And then we're up by the bounty broker. And we can get a landmark episode. So I guess it's a long episode. In fact, I'm going to call it here.